Did you have to do the new title card and stuff?
No, we're live. So sorry for the hiccup in the intro on this. We just now it's saying excellent connection. Cool.
Yeah, and I can hear us too.
Yeah.
Mercury Gatorade. So I dropped my phone.
The fun thing about live content is that anything can happen. So anywho, thanks for being patient with us, gentle viewer. Today, we're doing new superheroes.
Yes.
Based on weird animals and insects and different creatures that we've made a list of. Because why not?
Yes.
So, yeah.
So this is like 100% a Kenji chat. I'm looking at the chat. Mercury Gatorade. It started yesterday, and here it comes to attack us already.
I made the list, is what we're trying to say.
Ken made the list, and as he's describing like what he wants to do, and I'm like, you mean wildcrats?
Basically.
So we're gonna go wild, wild, wildcrats. Gotta go wild, wild, wildcrats.
Wait, am I Chris or am I Martin?
They have like no difference between the two of them. They might as well be the same person.
And one has a little darker hair, the other's a little more blondie blonde.
Well, then I guess I'll be can be the little bit more darker haired one, and I can be the little bit more blondie one.
I think that's Chris. Chris Pratt? Like, what were their parents thinking? I mean, no offense to any of these people. Chris is a perfectly fine name, but Chris Pratt, like, that's... You know, now that I'm thinking about it, that is a superhero name. It's a nice alliteration. Never mind. I retract any sort of comment I was about to make on your parents. Good job, crap parents.
So, if you're watching live, just let us know in the chat that you're here. You just give us a hi or a little emoji or something. We were having some technical difficulties earlier, so I just want to make sure that people can hear us, that we're doing okay, that... video and everything looks good. Everything looks good on our end. I just like some confirmation in the chat. If y'all don't mind, I would appreciate that. But yeah, so we're doing a Wildcrats episode. For those who've never seen Wildcrats, it is on PBS. I watched a lot of that with my nephew.
They do a lot on PBS, the Crap Brothers.
This one is, they basically become superheroes based off of different weird animal facts.
Yeah.
And so Ken came up with the list, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, like, most of these animals. You might be running solo on this one. So, hey, we got Chance. Thanks for joining us. Again, those who are here, please let me know in the chat. You don't have to say anything other than hi or just an emoji, just so I know people can hear us. I would really appreciate that.
Hopefully we're done with our technical issues.
That's why I'm like, let me just figure everything out now. Then like an hour in, everyone's like, is there supposed to be audio?
Oh, that makes me sad.
That's happened before.
It has.
So, anyways, so some of these animals I may be stopping and reading some Wikipedia articles about to find out cool facts to come up with cool superheroes. Because you got your spider guy, you've got your penguin, you've got lots of things that are based off animal facts, sometimes just based off of animal looks. Mm-hmm. And so DC and Marvel loves to base the things off of actual animal facts. And so, where we thought it would be cool. Actually, this is all 100% Ken. Ken came up with the idea, and I was like, oh my god, that's right. It's like Friday, and we haven't come up with an idea for a stream yet. Oh, shit. Sorry, that was something else. Yeah, Mercury Gatorade. Yes. It is, Chance, will you let me know if you can hear us all right? I'm sorry for those who have to hear me say this 5 times. Or maybe they're not. That's just it. I don't know. I heard it on my phone okay.
I think we're probably okay.
I know, I'm being paranoid.
Let's go for it. Let's roll up the first animal creature.
I know. No time like the present. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. You know, we can discover, like, an hour in later. Is there supposed to be volume? All right. This one I actually do know something about. Because I brought this up in a previous stream.
Ooh, what's our critter?
Our first critter is The sun bear.
The sun bear. Oh, I
Yeah.
love the sun bear.
Thank you, Chance, for confirming the audio is good. Appreciate it.
Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so derpy.
They are an adorable bear.
They're very
like,
cute.
They kind of look human-like. They're a little gangly looking. Their
Yeah.
bodies.
I would. They look as human as like Goofy from Disney does. Like very similar coloring and patterning. Like as far as the face goes.
They have weird long legs and arms that is not normal for most chonky bears.
You know, I'm looking at one right now, and yeah. Okay.
I'm looking at that one standing on its hind legs.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at one that our viewers can't see because why not? Here, I will just paste it in so you can see what we're talking about. That's an actual sun bear. This is not a dude in a costume.
Yeah.
I promise.
If you go back, I'd like them to see one picture that I was looking at. Okay,
this
that one,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
That one looks like a person.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
all
it
hail the
do.
sun bear.
Oh, it's horrifying sometimes.
Yeah, this one's kind of, yeah. It's a little gnarly.
Okay, but there's a reason why I put the sun bear on our list, and I will show y'all right now.
You know, this is another interesting fact.
Mm-hmm.
Ken did not know this until I brought it up in stream.
Oh, about sun bears?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. They're basically Gene Simmons, but bear.
Oh,
that
Chance
long
loves
tongue.
sun bears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sun bears.
They are known for having an incredibly long tongue.
Yes.
To help them, with, of course, in their natural habitat, eating insects out of trees, similar to anteaters and other types of animals. They are. Where are they from? So, Chance, since you love sun bears, can you tell us some of your favorite sun bear facts? Same with anybody else watching us live. That's one other thing I wanted to do is, good thing about superheroes and Marvels and DC, it's when it's a collaborative process.
Like Amalgam Comics?
Yes. And so, if you have like a favorite sun bear fact, please let us know, and it'll help shape our superhero. So, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Okay.
Um,
That I got to do an Amalgam Comics joke. For those who don't know, Amalgam Comics was like the one time DC and Marvel decided to like cooperate together and do storylines together, and like Amalgam is the shared universe of Marvel and DC properties.
So, one fact about sun bears is that they are from the tropical forests of Southeast Asia.
Okay.
Like, they're not like other types of bears that like. That's why they're a little bit skinnier.
They're not like other bears.
They're not like other bears.
I'm not like other bears.
I was gonna say like northern climates that get really cold and hibernate. Sun bears don't hibernate.
Oh, interesting.
I just didn't finish my sentence because Mercury Gatorade. They are actually the smallest of the bears.
Yes.
They only stand to be about 70 centimeters. And from shoulder and weighing about between 50 to 150 pounds. Yeah, they small. So this superhero's got to be a small guy. maybe this superhero got teased a lot in school for being kind of being a shorty.
Diminutive type character, kind of like Puck from Marvel. He's a smallish Canadian chap.
Captain America got teased for being a small guy.
He was a small guy.
Yeah. Chance says, I don't know much about them. I just love them. They look like man turned into bear. Ken, I was just about to type, I'm like no other bears. I'm glad that we're all keeping on the same vibe, same energy.
Mm-hmm.
They're mostly known for being small, lengthy, because I think they're the only tropical bear.
Yes.
Most other bears are in very colder climates, and that's why they need to hibernate. You've got your grizzly bear. I mean, pandas, I think that area where pandas live in isn't. If it's a rainforest, it would be like a temperate rainforest. And I mean, I don't think that area gets too hot. It's definitely not like where the area where sun bears come from. So I'm throwing a lot of facts at you, but we're going to turn these into superheroes.
We are.
This is already a great superhero mask.
This is a great superhero pose, too, quite frankly.
You know, when I think of tongues, I think immediately of everybody's favorite except for Stephanie, because she talked about it last time and everyone got grumpy at her because wants to fight her in the back of the Denny's for it. But I always think of Venom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Venom does have that long tongue.
Uh-huh.
That is his look.
Chan says make him edgy to fit the not like other bears.
Exactly.
That's kind of getting into the Venom vibes. Dress him like they would dress a female superhero. If you're going for a dude, you know, or we can go non-binary. I don't know what you're feeling for this character.
The sun... I don't know. Sun Bear, I just wanted to do, like, someone very lanky, who just has really long limbs, and that's more, like, their nightmare quality. Like, they freak out the villains by just being unsettling, that uncanny valley kind of hero.
Would he be a stretchy boy?
Ooh.
He could be
like
a stretch boy.
Armstrong?
Yeah, he could be a stretch boy.
Oh, I love it. This is like Mr. Fantastic's alter ego is the Sun Bear.
You know, I want to say, too, that so my very first job when I was 16 years old was working at a comic book shop. And so, like, early 2000s, and they're coming out around the 90s. And there was a lot of, like, 90s, early 2000 comic books. If you saw the word sun, it would obviously be Japanese flavored.
Oh, yeah.
So if it was, like, the Sun Bear, even though it's, like, Southeast Asia, no place else, a lot of comic book writers at the time would not bother to do the research.
Yeah.
Would just put that, like, that Japanese, like, the red, the sun.
It's the land of the rising sun, so of course, right?
So of course it's going to be
Japanese
because
iconography.
it was very popular at that time to make, like, Shinobi, Kabuki. Those were really really popular comics at the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ken.
Yeah?
Non-binary.
Oh my gosh, that is pretty magical right
Non-binary. I think we need to go non-binary with this one.
I mean, I was going for kind of androgynous features anyway, so yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, non-binary don't owe you androgyny.
No, it don't.
But so no matter what you do with this, we're going forward with non-binary.
Okay.
Love
I'm
it.
here for it.
Love it. They're omnivores. Oh wait, I'm going back to animal facts. No, we need to go back to comic book facts.
Yeah.
I don't know. That era with, like, any sort of sun was definitely racist.
Just a little bit.
Just more than a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But I just wanted to throw that fact out there because I was thinking it's a sun bear. If this was, like, 90s, early 2000s, it would absolutely, like, he would have kind of like a kabuki mask. Or, excuse me, they would have a bit of a kabuki mask. They would be totally got, like, the red and white aesthetics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they could still be a stretch boy. They could still be like all like with the weird tongue, like a Venom, but they would all be like this Japanese aesthetic. So I just had to throw that out there just because there's been a lot of choice decision making in comic books over the years.
There has.
But I think you're looking more like a classic. They got the gloves, they got the booties, undies on the outside.
You know, I do love me an undies on the outside superhero.
According to Chance, you sounded like Dr. Roxo for a split second, Kenji.
The rock and roll clown! Yeah! Love me some Metalocalypse.
So, what should be the Super Bear's actual Super Bear name. Because there's never because it's like Spider-Man, Batman, the Penguin. You know, it's always kind of like sometimes they go with just the name. Sometimes they're like, well, no, now I'm saying it. There's Ant-Man, Wasp. Yeah. So maybe. It would just be the Sun Bear.
I like just the Sun Bear. Like, that really speaks to me.
We got another comment. I don't know if I'm delighted or terrified by the Roxo.
Oh, God. I love Metalocalypse so much. Like, just Roxo's introduction, just with Murderface, just performing at his birthday party, like, oh, I heard you play the bass, and gives him like an inflatable bass guitar, like, oops, you popped a string, when he broke the balloon. Like, oh, it was so good. I was laughing so hard. I love that show.
I've actually never seen it. I'm sorry.
You're A-okay.
Cannot join you.
I can be nerd enough for us. Did
you just take my nerd card?
No, I'm saying that you aren't familiar with it. Like, there's so many nerd culture things out there. I have no expectation for anyone to know everything I'm talking about.
Chance adds, Metalocalypse was to 15-year-old me as JoJo's is to me now. I've heard that it's ridiculous, and I've known weird, creepy people to do costumes of it. And, yeah, I'll leave it like that.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I could share it with you, because I love Metalocalypse so much, but unfortunately, it's not up on Hulu anymore. They took it down.
They take a lot of stuff down off of Hulu.
They have. Makes me sad.
Okay. That one thigh, though. Damn.
Right?
You gotta, I guess, have good thighs. Would they be a good jumper? Like doing... This is like a different variation of that superhero, like, pose. Like, jump.
Yes.
Like, land. They jump and they're, like, land to the ground.
That is exactly what I'm thinking. Like, just variation on the classic superhero pose.
Apparently, they took Voyager off of Hulu, too.
What?
I was bummed when they took South Park off.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah. I was having difficulty keeping up with it, though. It was getting a little too real for me.
Yeah, like, it's supposed to be escapism and funny. Like...
It was getting very real. It was very hard.
It was very real.
Oh, you're getting a colored version?
We're coloring it in. The muses took me.
Wow.
This is the Sun Bear.
The Sun Bear.
The Sun Bear.
So, who would be some of the Sun Bear's enemies? Like the villains?
It's gonna be a poacher. We're gonna get really real about this. Sun Bear comics are actually just about wildlife conservation.
Is it the same guy who killed Bambi's mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That horrible, horrible monster.
This is great. Watch out for the amazing adventures of Sun Bear.
The Sun Bear.
The Sun Bear. This is good.
Thank you.
This is very good. I think we're off to a good start.
Heck yeah.
He almost looks like he should be on a branch.
Maybe. Give me just a second. Oh, I can spell. I wasn't going to be Sunburr.
Brr.
Burr. What?
Yeah, we're going all 90s with the eco-friendly stuff, says Chance.
Yeah. Get Captain Planet on the horn.
He's our hero.
We did Captain Planet last week, actually.
That was fun. Being the Smurf god.
Heck yeah.
That was so much fun.
I
think
a lot of fun.
That was why it was hard for me to come up with the idea for the next stream for this week.
How do you top that?
I know. It was
There's his logo.
Oh,
or their logo.
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. It's almost like I'm a lion. It's a lion. It's a lion. Meow. You ready for the next one?
You know what? Is the world ready for the next one? Because I think we just hit peak perfection.
This is one I kind of helped with.
Okay.
Bagworm.
A bagworm? Oh,
Bagworm.
yeah, baby.
I know nothing except what Animal Crossing has told me.
I googled them the other day, and they are actually related to butterflies. They are part of the Lepidopteri family, or however the word is, because I know words.
Let's see
Alright.
here. Where's your wiki? Where's the wiki?
Oh, I love this in my... Yeah. Oh, why did I do this to us, Steph?
Yeah, when you're like, I want some gross, creepy animals.
Do, because I wanted characters and, like, creatures that, like, no comic book would ever touch.
I'm gonna have to be on Blather's side for this one. These bagworms are gross. Although Chance loves them.
Okay.
Oh no, they love the sun bear, excuse me.
You know what?
So bagworm caterpillars,
Okay.
they're long spindle-shaped bags that can be seen hanging from twigs of a variety of trees and shrubs. Sometimes the bags are mistaken for pine cones or other plant structures. Bagworms prefer junipers, arborvitae, spruce, pine, and cedar, but also attack deciduous trees. Female moths cannot fly, but the larvae can disperse. Very small caterpillars can spin strands of silk and be carried by the wind. Ooh, that's going to be a power right there.
You know?
Some butt
I like it.
strings.
Oh, no. Yes.
An activity called ballooning. Larger larvae may crawl to adjacent plants. Bagworms pass the winter as eggs inside bags. That serve as cocoons for last year's females. The eggs hatch in mid to late May. Central Kentucky, and tiny larvae crawl out each to feed. Bagworm caterpillar. Okay, I'm trying to look for cool facts.
Chance asked how they look. Do I dare put it up on the screen?
You did this.
I did this to us.
So you better.
You know what? I'll take a very nice looking picture. How about that?
No, you show them the bag. Do both.
Okay.
You gotta do both.
Okay. Here, first I will show without bag.
This is like after larva
Yeah,
stage.
like
This is
it's
the
not a
moth.
bad looking like moth looking creature. The bag itself. Oh, here's the terrible larva. If you're queasy, look away now. If you're curious and queasy, keep looking and enjoy. Because here is kind of. Yeah. Like, there's the bag that they make, and they're larvae. So I guess it's not that terrible. But-
What's the other ones where they all stack up on each other? Like the ones hanging from the tree right next to that one.
Oh, yes.
That's
okay.
what I think of.
So this next one absolutely does look like a little pine cone cluster
Yeah.
of the bags. That
And
we
those
just
are
saw
a
on the
bunch
other.
of larvae.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know why that would be confused with a pine cone, but, to each their own, I guess.
Hence the bag. I just know
Hence.
the boing sound they make when they fall out of trees
Yes.
after I shake them in Animal
I
Crossing.
do love that.
Chance was expecting worse.
Okay. Well,
They think
I'm
they're gross.
glad that I didn't give you something worse then. That it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
So apparently they are considered a pest in Kentucky. So I think are we gonna give this like a Kentucky flair, like a cowboy, like
I wasn't quite thinking that, but I mean, we could make the bagworm be like an anti-hero who lives in Kentucky.
like people don't seem to care about Mother Nature around these parts. They
gonna
are
make 'em
not
care.
cute, Chance. They are not cute. I'm with Blathers on this one. They not cute. No.
Oh, goodness.
You're
Clearly-
making like a humpback guy.
I mean, like some of the images that we found, they do kind of have like a lot of like segmented pieces to them, and like different stages of their life. So I was kind of going for like that segmented look-ish.
Are they going to be like kind of like a porcupine kind of style where they shoot out larvae off of them as part of a projectile?
I don't know. I've got a very clear image in my head on where I'm taking the bagworm.
Okay, all right.
So if you will not mind indulging me for a moment while I'm doing this.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, Chance, I have a background in horticulture. And so part of my, I don't like a lot of bugs. Like, it's nothing personal. After so many years of being face first with bugs going up your nose, bugs getting in your clothing, coming home to discover a bug has been snuggled up in your bra all day long is not fun. I would start wearing turtlenecks just to prevent bugs from entering my clothes. And I always did a good pat down, took off my outer shirt so that way I could get rid of bugs and other things. One time I had a spider up my nose.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it was awful. I shot the thing out, spider was freaked out, I was freaked out, I was done gardening for the day.
It's fair.
So after so many years of being face first with so many bugs, yeah, there are a lot of bugs I'm just like, ew, no. I know they have their purpose, and I love a lot of other bugs, but like the larva kind of ones, my least favorite bugs are aphids. Blech. Hate aphids. No, they did make it on the list. I did a double check.
We did.
This looks like a grandma
It
almost.
is. She has been a superhero for a long time. The wings are actually represented in the shawl that she's wearing. Because she goes around and she hits ne'er-do-wells with her bag. And yes, she can fly with her awesome shawl.
It's a bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's comic book logic right
bag.
there. That's comic book logic. Yeah.
Bag for the bagworm. There we go. That's a terrible M. There we go. Because I have to, really, really sell that point for this superhero.
That's canon for most superheroes. Like, I could see this hero showing up in an episode of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes, absolutely.
And then she comes in, they're like, who the hell? And she just, like, comes out of nowhere and just starts banging, like, Ant-Man's head with her purse.
Yeah.
Bad young man!
I don't know you! That's my purse!
What are you doing here? This is my property.
This is my turf.
Yeah, this is my turf.
I patrol this sector. You can have that one over there. Yeah.
I've been guarding this for over 70 years while you kids were still just a little twinkle in your mom's eye.
Love it. Oh my gosh. I love this old lady.
Chance says, that's fair, and I do agree they need to stay off of me. Yeah. I, also, so my my grandfather was a carpenter, and so he made a lot of things for me as a child out of wood, and really nice quality, but, bugs seem to love, like, wood. They like, those little nooks and crannies. They're less fond of plastics, but if you've got, like, old wooden furniture, you can see a lot more, like, especially, like, spiders and bugs will show up there. And one summer, I had a wolf spider.
Oh, jeez.
Living in the nook and cranny between my bed and the wall. And it kept coming up looking for water, found my sweaty pits. Then I had 10 wolf spider bites, all in the same arm. It was so dead. Like, I probably should have gone to a doctor, but it cleared up. And it was, because wolf spiders aren't poisonous or anything, but it did, like, the poison that it did leave, like, it felt like people, when they say, like, they get the dead arm after getting vaccinated or boosted, it was, like, 20 times worse than that. Like, my arm was dead. And that wolf spider kept coming out, and so eventually it realized that was not a place to get water. I have a long history with bugs, and yeah. Ugh. Sorry. I am paying attention to the chat. I really am. Chan saying, Ken giving us more diversity between Sun Bear and Bagworm than the MCU. Yeah, all those cis white hair male dudes, middle-aged.
Okay.
Oh, it was the wrong time to take a sip. I like her logo.
Right? Going for the Batman 66 kind of vibes on that one.
She's an older gal. That's
Yeah.
kind of what she grew up
Exactly.
off of, too.
I had the biggest crush on Adam West.
So does she have any superpowers, or she just beats you with her bag?
Her one of her superpowers, you could say, or maybe it's an enchanted item that gives her powers, but her bag actually doesn't seem to have a bottom and can always pull whatever she needs out of it in that exact moment.
Oh, it's a bag of holding.
Pretty much, yeah.
It also has the most largest crystallized amalgamation of Werther's originals, and that's what causes the most damage. It's just this giant crystallized, like, boulder of Werther's originals that goes straight to the head.
Yes, absolutely. She also knows the world's perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe.
I bet she does. It was her own. Like, that's not the one she got from her
Exactly.
mom.
She actually invented chocolate chip cookies.
I believe that.
Don't believe what Google tells you about anyone else.
Sorry, I just read what Chance said. Too bad you didn't turn into a wolf spider woman, Steph.
Oh,
I
right?
am a little grateful that I didn't. Although, if you see me climbing along the walls in the middle of the night...
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, sometimes it just
Okay.
happens, you know. Oh my gosh, are you drawing the bag?
That is the Werther's original amalgamation. It's canon, I've drawn it.
Yay!
Just have like some wrappers kind of stuck onto it too.
Yeah. I mean, imagine getting that slammed into the side of your head.
It'd be the tastiest way to die.
It would hurt.
Like, I unironically love Werther's originals. There's
like
a
them
bag in
too?
our pantry right now. I love Werther's.
Oh, that's where you put them.
I
I was
put-
wondering where they
yes.
were. I wanted one.
Oh, dang. I'm not hiding them from you, I promise.
Well, I gotta put a couple in my purse. I've gone right past mom mode and gotta get into like my little old lady mode. Instant KO with the caramel crystal. That would be like a caramel crystal.
You know, Caramel Crystal can actually be like the name of her sidekick.
Nice. All right, you ready for the next one, Kenshi?
What's the next one?
We're staying in the creepy crawly
okay.
zone.
Okay.
So some more cute friends for Chance. The mole crickets.
The mole cricket.
The mole crickets.
The mole cricket.
Let's see.
It's
here.
basically a chunky cricket.
Oh, I don't like its extra legs.
It
has those front arms that look like a mole.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I hate this. I hate it.
I think it looks like just a big fat cricket.
It's kind of got like a weird,
It
like,
got
mole
beefy
face
arms.
glued onto the rest of the body of a bug. Ken's
Kinda.
gonna pull up a picture right
I
now.
saw one that's better than the one I'm currently looking at. I don't know.
It is related to the locusts and crickets and grasshoppers. So they kind of have a similar look, but it just feels like they just glued the front of a mole onto the back end of a
Okay.
cricket.
All right, bug image coming in. So if you're queasy, look avert. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Avert your eyes. Okay. So yeah, it's just like a big fat cricket. Like, yeah, it's got some chunky arms.
It does look like a locust. Like the one I'm
Yeah.
looking at looks a little different. That's the one. Wait, that one. That's the
one?
one that's on the Wikipedia page. That's what I was like. It just kind of glued the front of a mole onto the rest of a bug. It's
Here we go.
nasty. It's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just big chunky arms. That's why I wanted to go with this one, because it's a heckin' chunker.
I mean,
Okay.
it would have to be
Bug
like
image is
mole
gone.
digging, because that's what this bug do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has small eyes, shovel-like forearms, highly developed for burrowing. They are present in many parts of the world, and where they have arrived in new regions, become agricultural pests.
Am I drawing a supervillain instead?
Chance still thinks they're cute.
All right.
Most of the stages are underground, but adults have wings, and can disperse in the breeding season. They vary their diets. Some species are herbivores, mainly feeding on roots, while others are omnivores, including they eat worms and grubs in their diets. And a few are largely predatory.
Erase my heart.
Mole crickets have an exceptionally loud song. They sing it from a burrow that opens out to the air in the shape of a exponential horn. They make a horn so their song could be louder.
Oh, that's awesome.
The song is an almost pure tone modulated into chirps. Well, this has got to be like sound echolocation where they just mess people up with like... I'm going to pull up their sound in just a second.
You know what? I'm going to try setting a scene for this guy. Like, I wasn't sure what sort of pose to do, but yeah. Anyway, sorry. Through my artistic process. Never apologize for that.
So it's the dudes who use the song to attract females to sing the song. In Zambia, mole crickets are thought to bring good fortune, while in Latin America they are said to predict rain.
Can't decide. Ken can't decide his art today. Enjoy the stream! That's the next stream title.
They have been used as food in West Java, Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, and the Philippines.
You know, okay. I've got a new idea for this superhero.
How to kill mole crickets and prevent lawn damage. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull up the sound. I gotta turn this off. Oh my god, ads. Skip
We're
ad.
not monetized yet. Oh, that's not... Okay, maybe that is horrible. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Oh wait, they're big.
Oh, yeah, they're little chonkers.
Oh, they're big. I hate them. Okay, I'm turning this off.
Okay.
Oh, they're big. Like, the video I just pulled up, like, it looks like they're about 5 inches long.
Oh, dang, that is a big chonker.
Let me see about the Wikipedia. Let's see how big they are. Oh, no, I'm over-exaggerating. They are about 3 to 5 centimeters or about 1.5 to 2 inches long. 2 inches is still a big heckin' chonker.
That is a chonker. That is a very big chonker.
Chance, yes, that's the mole cricket dubstep. Do you love the dubstep?
I love Elvis. Okay, move that up a little bit because I didn't give myself enough room.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got like a mysterious boy.
He's going into hiding because he found out that mole crickets are a delicacy. And he's just like, you know what? I don't need this. I'm going to go somewhere where I am not under threat of being eaten.
Callie says hello. Hello, Callie.
Callie is a cute kitty.
Callie is a very cute kitty. Also, if Stanley's watching, hello Stanley, we love you, meow meow. Beatrice says hello to all the cats, but only the cats.
Yes.
If Juniper and Oliver are watching, also say hello to all the cats. Meow meow, says Beatrice. Meow meow. She actually, one thing we love about Beatrice is that she talks a lot. She is a very talkative cat. Like, I have legit never known a cat to be as talkative as her. You'd think for as talkative she is, she would hear her and stream more. But,
when we stream is usually her nap time.
Yeah. She's got a nap time. She's a very precious cat. Very precious cat daughter. She's got her very strict schedule that she must keep Even if we are the weirdos and
Yeah,
are
right.
over here on the computers when we should be in the snuggle zone.
Okay.
You know what I'm getting from this
Yeah?
guy? Rorschach.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
getting
kind of
Rorschach
Yeah.
vibes.
Trench coat, fedora, they all look the same,
I mean, a 90s edgelords.
right? He's just trying to hide because they're all like, "Let's eat the mole cricket. He's the tastiest superhero."
Maybe he had, like, in his early years of being the mole cricket, like, he was more about, like, digging up crime, you know? He
Yes.
was really got into it, like, when you think of, like, that
Scruff,
golden
yeah.
age of hero superheroes, where we're now into Watchmen territory, where he had an accident and broke his back or something.
Here we go. I'm gonna help our story because he's gonna dig for clues literally, and he's gonna have dirt all over his coat.
Yeah, so instead of,
Yeah.
like, being more of that golden age superhero where he's, like, clawing, like, supervillains in the face and stuff, now he's more about, because he injured his back, like a really serious back injury, now he's more about blackmail and espionage. Like, he's the mole cricket, and he will dig up that dirt on you.
That's right.
You see him at the back of a very dimly lit cafe or a diner or bar, and he's like, the one you go to, you're like, I need clues. I need to know who. They need to know more about Sunbear. He's like, Sunbear, eh? He's a pretty good guy. Are you sure you really want to know about him?
Yeah.
Because he's into some really freaky stuff. Those
See
arms.
that tongue? That tongue's not for show, buddy. Yeah. You know you've messed up if the mole cricket comes knocking on your door.
You know, it's hard to pay rent these days on a superhero's but that tongue like that, you can get money all sorts of different places.
Hey, we're trying to keep this a PG show, okay?
You come to the mole cricket. I'm just gonna tell you facts, man. I'm just gonna tell you them facts.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
You know-
after a life of, like, living the high life of superhero, he's now turned to a different type of superhero. Like,
You know, I like this. I like this character. I didn't intend like him going into hiding to turn into this route, but you know, he's turned into a favorite of mine now.
yeah, when he starts
Yeah.
screaming, that's
Yeah.
that's when you know. That's like him being the what do they call it? Why am I forgetting the words?
Because our New Year's resolution was for better words, Steph.
We shouldn't have done that.
We shouldn't have done that.
When someone who is like the person who comes out and says a bunch of facts that are like,
Oh, whistleblower.
he's like a whistle, like he only comes out for whistleblowing. That's like his big, like, when he starts screaming. He's a whistleblower on, like, but only about, like, the dark sides of the superhero world.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he tries to keep pretty down low, like, tries to have a low profile.
I've wronged some powerful people in my time, kid. You'd be hiding too.
He's like, I only use my whistleblowing technique when it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. His logo is actually a shovel because he digs for the truth.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice. We got some cat comments. Then Callie is a ball of chaos who's singed her hair on a candle earlier.
Oh, no.
Zero reaction. She's okay. I've had that happen to cats before. They just get very curious. I'm like, no, your whiskers!
Yeah. I think I'm ready for the next hero. Let's go for
This
it.
guy's name's gonna be like Clyde or something.
You can't let a secret identity out.
Yeah, his secret identity is so secret, he doesn't even know who he is. We're still staying in Team Bug.
Oh my
tonight.
gosh. All right. What's the next one?
This is the Termites.
The termite.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, I
do
know
we all know what it looks like? Do I need to bring it up?
You know what? I don't know what it looks like off the top of my head.
It's kind of got a bit of an orbular head, if you will. Oh.
Like, they just kind of look... Ew!
Yeah.
It's like something that you would be put in your ear if you were in Star Trek.
Why would you say that?
Because
Why would
they
you
gross.
say that?
They gross, Kenji!
No.
Bugs are gross!
No, why would you say that?
That looks like the thing that was put inside that guy's ear in Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, I don't know. That looked more like a mealworm to me. But
That thing's got sharp, pointy fangs.
Okay.
Termites eat wood, right?
Yes, this one is somewhat of a tame picture of a termite. We'll pop that onto the screen. So if
Oh
you're...
no, show that nasty one. Show
No.
that nasty boy.
No, I don't want to. I'm the one doing it. You can't make me.
You're the one who put this on this list, Kenji. You said you wanted to do gross, uncomfortable bugs and creatures.
Yeah, because...
And congratulations, you have succeeded. Put that nasty boy on screen.
Oh, I don't like this nasty
No,
boy.
the other one with the sharper ones.
What? There's... Oh, this
that
one?
one, yeah, with the
Okay,
sharper.
'cause
Yeah.
it's at a better angle.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
uh-huh.
well, here's a terrible bug. They're awful. They bore into wood. I guess
Look
that's
at that.
not as bad.
It could go into somebody's ear.
Stop saying that.
It's nasty.
Awful. I hate it.
I hate bugs.
No.
Chance. Chance is a not cute bug for once. Oh God, termites. Audience requests the nasty.
Oh jeez. Well, I'm going to try to cutify this buddy for you.
Oh. So yeah, they're like their form of or their type of cockroach.
Interesting.
Yeah, they sorry, I'm just looking through the Wikipedia.
I think this bug-based superhero would be Green Lantern's best friend, because Green Lantern is weak to wood, of all things, and the color yellow, which is really dumb weaknesses.
Really dumb.
Green Lantern can get taken down by a piece of paper.
Yellow construction paper from like the kids like kindergarten class. Look, I drew a sun.
And before any nerds come out and actually me with the that was actually like a Silver Age weakness. Green Lanterns of a certain power level can choose what their weakness is, be it the color yellow or the wood. I don't care. The fact is that that was what it started as. Don't at me. I will fight you behind the Denny's about Green Lantern.
He's so dumb. He's so dumb.
I actually really like Green Lantern. I just think his weaknesses are stupid.
I just think his the character is stupid. Like, it's just, of all the things, a lantern. Like, it's DC, right?
Yeah, it was 50s, 60s, yeah. They were scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it was, not a really good idea. Yeah, you can fight me too about it behind the back of the Denny's. I'll be right there. I'll bring my Green Lantern, Nux.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm sure those rings pack a wallop.
Chance says, I agree with stuff about the ears. And it also says, cockroaches are awful and I'm terrified of them. Yeah, they're gross. They're real gross. And this area doesn't have the really big cockroaches.
No,
but we still have nasty cockroaches that are big. And yeah, you can hear them scuttle across the floor. And you can also hear them scream. Yeah. Bugs are gross.
Maybe Blathers is onto something.
So here's an interesting thing about the termites.
Okay, fun facts.
So previous estimates suggest that the divergence took place during the Jurassic or Triassic period.
Interesting.
So they their origin is late Jurassic. They have early fossils coming back from the early Cretaceous of termites. So they old.
So, are termites dinosaurs? Can I draw a dino termite?
I think this is.
I think, okay, this is taking a totally different route than I anticipated. But you know what? Let's do it. I'm here for it.
Some people would call them white ants, but they're not. They're not even closely related to ants. So they often have workers and soldiers, kind of like bees and wasps, and they have colonies that have fertile males called kings. Interesting. So let me read this. This is interesting. All colonies have fertile males called kings, or one or more fertile females called queens. Termites mostly feed on dead plant material and cellulose, generally from the form of wood, leaf litter, soil, or animal dung. Yeah, that's interesting. So they've got multiple queens and a king. Interesting. Yeah.
I'm gonna make him into a little dinosaur buddy.
Termites are among the most successful groups of insects on Earth, colonizing most land masses except Antarctica.
Interesting.
Their colonies range in size from a few hundred individuals to enormous societies with several billion individuals.
Oh, lovely.
Termite queens have the longest known lifespan of any insect. Oh my god, with some queens reportedly living up to 30 to 50 years.
There are termites alive today that are older than me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel. Tonight's stream idea was a mistake.
You wanted this,
I
Ken.
did.
You wanted this.
I wanted it, and now I realize that I got what I wanted, and it isn't what I wanted.
So unlike ants, which undergo a complete metamorphosis, each individual termite goes through an incomplete metamorphosis that proceeds through egg, nymph, and adult stages. Colonies are described as superorganisms because the termite form part of the self-regulating entity, the colony itself.
Oh, cool. So swarm dynamic.
Some people do eat termites.
Yeah, I was
and
aware of that.
They are used in some traditional medicines.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. That's the basics of what Wiki gotta tell us. But yeah, they nasty.
Lovely.
They very nasty. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry, Chance. Ryan Reynolds will tag team behind the Denny's with y'all. Yeah, he hated Green Lantern too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He will be there defending us.
Yeah. There were giant cockroaches at Point Defiance, or the Seattle Zoo. I wanted to nope the bug house. So,
That's right.
fun fact. Fun fact about Stephanie. So it's the Point Defiance Zoo in Seattle, and I know this.
Point Defiance in Tacoma.
You're right. Sorry. Woodland Park.
Woodland, yes.
It's
Thank you.
Woodland
Yes.
Park in Seattle. Thank you, Ken. I got the two mixed up.
Oh, no worries.
But it's, yes, Woodland Park in Seattle, and I know this because my mom, like, you know how, like, the zoos will have, like, different programs and different things to try to help support the zoo, like different fundraisers and those types of events. And they had an event where you could adopt one of the animals. My mom adopted those motherfucking giant-ass cockroaches.
Oh, why?
Because she didn't want us to be afraid of bugs.
That's a great way to make someone afraid of bugs, quite frankly.
She made sure to march us all the way there. She had her little paperwork. See, we adopted these. These are our little friends. And we're just like, cool. Yeah, they're gross, Mom. Now my other two sisters were deathly afraid of bugs. They saw the tiniest spider, they would scream and go flying. They are one of those types of people. And spiders never bothered me. Hence the wolf spiders that bit me over and over and over again. And Stephanie was too tired to be like, fuck off. But I don't say I like bugs. They don't bother me. I can say, like, my mother also had us feed our spiders.
Would you say that bugs don't bug you?
No. I'm not there for that low-hanging bagworm stuff right there. Yeah, she would have us feed our spiders. So we would go and catch flying ants, and we would throw them into the spider webs. And then
awesome,
we would watch them spin. And so spiders don't freak me out as much. Like I said, I had a very intimate moment with one in my nose. But
a formative moment for both of you.
the spider was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. Yeah. I was done gardening for the day. But yeah, we used to feed our spiders. And now my mom feeds rats to crows.
Oh, God. Is your mom, like, secretly best friends with that dude in Azerbaijan who feeds, like, dragonflies to wasps?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are they pen pals?
I don't know. But, So yeah, I'm very, very familiar with giant cockroaches at Woodland Park Zoo. Termites are Capricorns. Why is your mom? Yeah, that's a... She was trying to make us so we weren't so scared. Didn't work on my sisters, and me, I was kind of indifferent. This is actually pretty rad. You
This
made
is
a very
rad.
nasty looking bug pretty cool looking.
He's
Turned
having a
into
little
more like a
snack.
dino bud.
Yeah, he's like a dino bug. People always ask him, like, what's with the dino references? And he's like, because termites are from the Jurassic period. Like, this is a very educational superhero, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also a little bit older because termites can live a long time too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's actually from the Jurassic period himself.
Wow. Is he a time traveler too?
Why not? Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's superheroes. You can do anything.
You know, you can have, like, Marvel's Savage Lands of, like, dinosaurs at the North Pole.
Hey, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why
throw it
not?
Right there.
Heck yeah. He
Heck
can
yeah.
be best buds with Kazar.
God, I hated the Savage Lands arc. It was so stupid. So dumb.
Oh, I am really looking forward to the X-Men 92 animated series where they're picking up where they left off with that OG series we grew up on.
Please don't fucking do the stupid.
Oh, they already did the Dark Phoenix, so it's they
Don't
can't
do
do
it
it.
again.
They already did it.
But you know how people are.
But it's a continuation. Why would they? They've already wrapped that one. Please,
You know
No.
how they are.
no, please,
Like,
please.
oh, well, let's
Please
do it
don't.
again. Let's
No.
just start it by doing the Dark Phoenix saga again, because you know how everybody likes it.
It's making me sad because that could actually happen. I know comic books. I know that's what they would do.
Yep. You ready for the next?
I'm ready for our next super friend.
This is one I have to look up because I don't...
Okay.
Oh, an amoeba?
An amoeba. Oh, cool.
Oh my god, it took me way too
think I
long to figure out what an
spelled right.
amoeba is.
It's a
Sorry.
single-celled organism.
Wasn't paying attention, obviously, in my high school science class. Just know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Chance.
I misspelled that. Excuse me.
Yeah, because that's what was the big thing, is that I had to, like, respell it correctly. Sorry. Chance wants you to know that Termite Man is very friend-shaped. I'd say
Thank
so.
you.
I'm very much say so.
I can spell right.
So, an amoeba, yeah. So, single-cell organism, often called an amoeboid. It's a type of cell able to alter its shape primarily by extending and retracting pseudopods.
It's bigger than I expected.
Amoeba do not form a single
Yeah.
taxonomy group. Instead,
They're,
they are found in every major lineage of Euryxotoke organisms. I'm sorry for messing up all of the words.
You are all good.
Mercury Gatorade.
The amoeba, I'm already kind of starting to think like Martian Manhunter vibes, kind of like shape-shifting, cool superhero character.
Amoeboid cells occur not only in the protozoa, but also in fungi, algae, and animals. Since they can shape their form, I'm seeing like a shapeshifter.
Oh, that's absolutely what I'm going
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
But not HOTS.
No, no, not at all.
Like, this is not like your,
Like,
Mystique.
no, I'm thinking like the Martian Manhunter is a weird alien guy, or like Clayface, who just has a big buttery face.
Just a big butter guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Just trying to multitask there. Chance adds, is there a Dark Phoenix saga like Batman's origin, or is the Dark Phoenix saga like Batman's origin story being told a million times? Yes.
Yeah. A lot
Yes.
of like the movies, like the early 2000s X-Men movies, the First Class series of movies, they all do the Dark Phoenix saga because it was a fun comic and it was popular, and nobody knows how to do something that isn't popular.
Gonna be popular.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it just probably sold a lot of comics.
Yeah.
And Do we have time for me to go into my Dark Phoenix rant?
Again?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I know we did it last week, but let's do it again for just...
I didn't go into the full rant.
No, that's true.
I didn't go into the full rant. I
You
did a
kept it pretty
micro
Yeah,
amoeba-shaped rant.
that's true.
I just want to say, Chance also says, I think there were amoeba boys in Powerpuff Girls.
What?
I think you were right.
I did not watch enough Powerpuff
Oh, I'm
Girls.
Googling that right now. I'm pretty sure you're right, Chance.
I remember the Gang Green Gang, and I remember, like, the boys that were, like, the rip-offs of the girls, but I didn't know what their group name was.
Yep, yeah, they are. Do you remember them?
Oh, yeah, oh my god!
Fedora?
Yes,
Yep.
they were the gangsters. Okay,
Yep.
I do remember them now.
Oh, Chance, you unlocked that from our memories.
Oh my god, thank you.
Well, you wanted to do ones that hadn't been taken, and Amoeba was already taken.
You know, Amoeba Gangsters. Okay, this is a superhero. Boom. I just
Amoeba Boys.
solved that for myself.
I remember the Amoeba Boys now, and I remember their little voices like, hey, boys.
Yeah, because they were gangsters.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Blast from the Past.
Man.
Powerpuff Girls was fun. Yay, I love nerd rants. Okay, Dark Phoenix Saga.
Yes.
So, the biggest complaint I have about the Dark Phoenix Saga is people, like, try to give it this credit that it's like, girl power! It's not.
No, it's not.
It absolutely is not, but people love to parade around as if it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to say, oh, you know, she's so powerful, Jean Grey, as the Dark Phoenix.
She's taken over by an alien entity. It's a possession story. Jeez. Yeah, sorry.
No, and worse yet, it's only that a man can come and help and save her. All of the men in her life, all of the X-Men want to save her from, like, almost kind of like herself.
Yeah.
Which, it's a possession, so it's not, it's another entity. But the way it's presented, it's just showing that, oh, my mind, I just can't control it. Ah. And she's just laid up in bed for most of it until, like, the 2 moments where she kicks ass. But
Yeah.
then it's just, like, all about power and control, which when storytelling done by men talking about women, that is a common theme for women to be power hungry, to want to take control, which is what the patriarchy fears the most, right?
True.
It's not like powerful female story. It is absolutely just patriarchy being scared and trying to diminish her because eventually she dies and then has to be like reborn in superhero terms. But the biggest complaint I have is how, as much as I love Scott, as much as I love Cyclops, my favorite X-Men, I will fight people behind the Denny's for that one. He is the best. But you have all of the other, like, X-Men, too. And you have, like, this forced love triangle, which isn't really a love triangle. It's just Wolverine's obsessed with Jean Grey because she's, like, a girl.
Wolverine does not respect her now or the fact that she's already in a committed relationship.
No, she doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's just like, well, I'm just going to keep waiting for you.
Yeah.
Basically, until you change your mind. Like, 1,000 no's and a single yes is a yes. It's not. It's still a no. And there might have been a moment where she might have been nice to him. Like, I don't think it's canon where they actually were in a relationship.
I never read enough of the actual comic.
I don't think it's canon that they ever were in a relationship.
No, because he's always, like, so much older than her.
Yeah. She's just kind of like, well, you know, you're cute. Like, she might have shown a little interest at one point, but then immediately gets into a relationship with Cyclops, and then now it's, like, this forced rivalry between like Wolverine and Cyclops because a girl, and then the whole Dark Phoenix saga is them yelling at each other because, oh, girl, and Wolverine thinking Cyclops is not good enough for her, and thinking he could do better somehow. And then, like, the early 2000s, like, he's the only one who can get close to her to give her the hug to help her heal herself.
Because he can heal all of her, like, disintegration powers.
It's just not how the Dark Phoenix saga actually is, but they
No.
changed it because they wanted Jean Grey and Wolverine to have that moment, and it was just forced, and it's so cringy, and it's so like, but she's a girl and she's a boy. No, fuck that. You know what? Fuck that shit so much.
So you're saying he was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
Oh my god. It's just you know.
Bringing the Avril Lavigne in tonight.
Like it's just very much written at that time where it was written, where it was just very like forced love triangles, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Although I do love that picture that's been turned into the meme from the 90s where Wolverine is like looking at the picture and like he's laying in bed in his full Wolverine costume. It's so good. That's a good meme that came from it.
I really love the one of that one where he's like pining over the picture of himself pining.
Yes, yes, it's good.
That is very fun.
It's very good. So yeah, Dark Phoenix Saga, and then it also takes like a very, because Jean Grey is very powerful. Like there's a lot of very powerful female characters and non-binary characters, lots of really awesome characters in X-Men, and they just took her power away from her. And no, she's being mind possessed by this alien entity because we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole concept, the story of the Dark Phoenix is just so literally put away from the story of X-Men. It's like, what the fuck? What planet are we on anymore? What the hell is even happening? Why is this integral to the story? And it's not. They literally draw these characters out into space to make the story happen. It has nothing to do with the main story. What's like, because X-Men is like this whole like trying to fight for equality for mutants. And especially in the 1990s comics, or excuse me, the cartoon, like you had a lot of arcs where there was like straight up Nazis who were anti mutants, who were trying to show all these things. It was much more of that commentary, what is the story of X-Men. And then they suddenly go off to outer space and another dimension to do this other story, which has nothing to do with nothing. And I was like, whoa, what happened to all the mutants on Earth?
Yeah.
The X-Men are being pulled off to fight somebody else's battle. What about the equality? What about human rights? What about mutant rights? What about all of this stuff? What the fuck just happens? Oh wait, we want to tell the story where, you know, Jean Grey dies and is like has all of her power taken away from her because she's a dumb girl.
I think, I mean, to yes and you for just kind of, as far as storytelling for that goes, like for the movies, like they wouldn't be able to really introduce the alien plot for it for the movies because it's very convoluted. Although the fact that Cyclops' father is a space pirate is awesome to me. But like it really just kind of changes the pace of the show entirely. Like the whole God, what do they call themselves? Like Sons of something, like Sons of Humanity or something was like the anti-mutant group for it. And like those were such fun story arcs. Like just the whole like Sabretooth, Wolverine's rival, his dad was like the leader of these Sons of Humanity group, whatever. And like that was intriguing. That was interesting. And then space. Well, space was cool. It's just like doesn't fit the theme of the rest of the show.
And like when they tried, just to yes and you, when they tried to bring the Dark Phoenix saga into movies, it's just so out of left fields. Like I know one of the movies was trying to say that the Dark Phoenix was just part of her, which is just saying that all women have like, because there's this toxic idea brought on by cishet men that women all are just going to screw you over and steal all your money and cheat you and break your heart. And that is way too commonly featured in nerd culture. That's why they're like, no, there's no such thing as nerd girls. You know, like they have to make themselves separate and different, because if a girl could get too close and be too, like, share those kinds of similar things, then they could potentially, like, either outrank you, which is the biggest fear that they have, is just being shown up by a woman, but also that she'll eventually use you, take advantage of you, steal your Batman #1 and leave you behind. There's always like that. There's a very toxic idea in the cishet male world that women are just these gold diggers. They're just out to take advantage of you, steal all of your things, steal all of your money, and break your heart. And so, like, deep down, every woman is just a moment's, like a stone throw away of becoming this crazy bitch who will absolutely wreck your life. And that's another theme that I really dislike. And in the movies, that's pretty much what she is. She's just, like, one moment she's Jean Grey, and then the next moment the Dark Phoenix is there, and everyone's like, what the fuck, Dark Phoenix? Oh, it's from the comic book, shut up! And you're just like, we didn't talk about Amoeba Man at all. I'm sorry, everybody. This is a very cool design you did. I'm sorry, we never talked about how rad of a superhero you just made.
The amoeba is pretty cool. But
Yeah.
yeah. Do you want to move on? Should we talk about it more?
I told you. I asked for permission. You said it was okay for me to get into my rants. That's mostly what I gotta say about it. Again, y'all can fight me behind the Denny's.
Comics, I have seen a couple comics really quick, just on Jean Grey. Like, the way they kind of show her power, and like Ultimate X-Men, they were trying to lead to a Dark Phoenix saga for that too. And they did this interesting thing where, like, her powers kind of represented as, like, little gremlins that would do work for her.
Weird.
But they never did anything with it. It was more just like her visualizing how her power worked, and that was it. They never went anywhere with it. So, I don't know. Comics get retconned all the time. Who knows?
That's true. That's true. Chance says, "I'm sorry. I'm not trying to avoid you. I was just really into that rant. You said you were here for the nerd rants, and so I came. Rowdy Rough Boys, the gender bend Powerpuff Girls. I remember that. The Rowdy Rough Boys. That was
Thank
good.
you. Yes.
Chance also says, unfortunately, my dad has a lot of that toxic belief that was unfortunately reinforced because my mom was basically doing that to my dad. Yeah, it's all it takes." Is one person, that one woman that breaks his heart, and then all women are just bad. All women are just out to get you.
Never mind that people are individuals.
Yeah. He also says, Amoeba Man reminds me of the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, it kind of does have that vibe.
Yeah. Ken, are you ready for the next creature?
I'm ready for the next creature. What's our next critter that's being turned into a superhero?
This is one that I think you're going to hate.
Yeah, I made the list.
Sea cucumber.
The sea cucumber? Oh, I'm happy about this one.
It looks like a big turd.
It does.
It looks like a big old turd. Right. Like, you can fit one, like, it's a hefty boy in your hands.
Yeah, I can. Heck yeah. You know, I'm just going to bring it up.
It just looks like a big old... Is this like the poop emoji, superhero? It's just like a really beefy guy with the poop emoji head.
I mean, it depends on what sea cucumber we're looking at.
There's lots of different types of sea cucumbers. Some are cute.
Yeah.
Some
here's
are just turds.
Here's a cute little red friend. Red sea cucumber friend.
And then pull up and that looks like a big old turd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the one that looks like a turd in the hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like a saying, like a turd in the hand is
a turd in the hand is worth two in the bowl. God, I knew a kid in elementary school. I'm sorry if this is going to gross people out, this story, but a kid who, like, you never wanted to be in the stall next to him because he'd, like, fish out what he had just made and show it to you under the stalls. Yeah. This kid was nasty. He wasn't just nasty. He was nasty.
Oh, gross.
He was gross.
Yeah, some kids, they don't know what's appropriate for school versus home. And even at home,
that wouldn't be appropriate at home.
Some people. I mean, yeah. The kids in my school, so we had a number of kids in my elementary school that were immigrants. Some of them were not immigrants, where they have to flee their country.
Refugees.
Refugees, thank you. They were coming out of the Middle East, and some of the countries they came from, they didn't have like plumbing, and they didn't have like the same types of facilities that we do, and so often they just didn't know to flush the toilet.
It's common in a lot of places that's with like low flushing. I know like Mexico has that problem too.
Yeah. A lot of countries have different types of plumbing, and so so like the bathroom would often just smell like poop all the time just because they wouldn't flush the toilet. I'm like, what's wrong with them? But I didn't know until somebody told me like, oh no, it's just where they come from. That's just not a thing. They didn't think about it because they're kids too, and they didn't know what the kind of flushing, or they just know they had to go to the bathroom, But fishing it out and showing people, that kid knew what he's doing.
That kid was nasty.
Sorry, Chance, I'm paying attention to the chat, I promise. He also says, the gender euphoria boost I get every time y'all use my pronouns is, aw, chef's kiss. Mwah. Well, that's a smooch right back at you, too. So, sea cucumber.
The sea cucumber.
They are marine animals with leathery skin, with an elongated body containing a single branched gonad. I didn't have to say it like that. Sea cucumbers are found on the seafloor worldwide. The species worldwide is there's like 1,000 different types, almost 2,000 different types of species of sea cucumbers, with the greatest number being in the Asia-Pacific region. Many of these are gathered for human consumption, and some species are cultivated in aquaculture systems. The harvested product is usually referred to as trepang, namako, Beche de Mar, or balate. I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of those. Sea cucumbers serve as a useful role in marine ecosystems as they help recycle nutrients, breaking down detritus, and other organic matter, after which bacteria containing the decomposition process. They have an ectoskeleton just below the skin, calcified structures that are usually reduced to isolated, blah, blah, blah. Some species can sometimes be enlarged to flattened plates, forming an armor.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a superhero power right there. So there's a lot of different types. Some look like very phallic. Some just look like big old poop emojis. Lots of different types of sea cucumbers.
Oh yeah.
But like in Japan, they're eaten. There's a lot of different countries where they eat sea cucumbers. They're not like the gooey ducks of the Pacific Northwest.
No, they're not.
That look like a straight dick.
They do.
They look like a straight dick and balls.
That's true.
Yeah, gooey ducks. Gooey ducks are eaten as well. They're huge. If you've never seen a gooey duck, definitely Google that stuff. Make sure you're not at work.
People will wonder.
Because it's like as long as an adult arm is how long gooey ducks can get. And they look like a straight dick and balls. They are the animal. You know how like every college has like an animal mascots?
Yeah.
They are the mascot for Evergreen State College.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yep, they are the gooey ducks.
Evergreen sucks.
It does not suck. Evergreen is its own flavor of school. It is an alternative college. And I admire, like, a lot of the things that Evergreen does.
I suppose I'm a little jaded, because I had, like, the art department tried to pitch Evergreen to us when I was in high school, to, like, hey, come to Evergreen, like, and just, more, I guess this is more of a complaint about the person who is trying to sell us on the college, rather than the college itself. Like, they did not do a very good job impressing me, so...
My sister went there. I've known other people who've gone to Evergreen, and I will say this about Evergreen: at least they don't like hide the fact that you really like. Some people try to sell you and like, oh yeah, what you learn at college, you'll be able to use for the rest of your life. Like,
Yeah.
there are some fields that do, but a lot of times they just want to know that you have higher education and have higher understanding, which, who knows, with how things are changing with public and
It's true.
private schools, that might be changing a lot.
Yeah.
But at the time when we were going to college,
Yeah.
at least they didn't sugarcoat it. You could get a degree in anything. Like, you could get a degree. There was legit somebody in my sister's graduating class who got a degree in alchemy.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Like, sorcerer and the stone, like that type of alchemy. And, yeah, imagine, like, if you thought you had to go to Hogwarts for that, no, just go to Evergreen. You could get a degree in surfing. You could literally get a degree in anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's nice, you know, that they allow people to just basically build, rather than being forced to take stupid classes that they're never going to use. Like, you know, like, you could literally build your own program and justify it, and yeah. And then just have that degree hanging on your wall. Like, yep, I got a degree in surfing. What did y'all do in college? So, sorry, I'm paying attention to the chat, I swear. Chance says, I didn't know that sea cucumbers were leathery. Yep. Oh, damn, Ken, that's a nice pose. Yeah, it really is. I was looking at that earlier. Like, that's a very dynamic superhero pose.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
I went through a couple iterations, as you could tell.
You know, I wasn't paying attention. So those who don't know, the where we are sitting, I am, like, literally just looking at Ken's hand. Like, I can't see much of what Ken's drawing unless I look on my cell phone where I'm keeping an eye on the chat, and I can see what you're drawing there, so it's like a little bit of a delay, but I really can't see through your hands. Maybe we'll set up set it up different in the future, so we're not in the large echoey room and we can have better sound quality.
I would love to get, like, a third monitor so I can set up one so that you could watch it as I draw.
That would be rad. And to have, like, a room where we could actually record better with, like, soundproofing and stuff. Yeah, we're doing what we can because we wanted to start. And you can't... The only way to start is just to get in there and get your hands dirty.
Get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. Chance also says, my entire family shat on Evergreen. Then in high school, I learned most of my family graduated from there. That's funny. Yeah, I had a lot of family members who shat on Evergreen because that liberal hippie art school. And yeah, there's an influence of that in that area. But most of the people who complained about Evergreen never even went to college.
I did go to college. Just saying.
How do you feel about Evergreen? Do you still think it's shitty?
Well, my biggest complaint that I had, besides just the terrible recruiter that I dealt with in high school, was I wasn't really thrilled at the idea of a lot of self-study for college. I wanted to learn. I didn't want to have to, like, dive into it myself. But I went to college before YouTube even was a thing. So, like, being a self-starter wasn't as easy back then. So yeah, I wanted programs where I could learn in. I didn't want to be told, like, hey, go and be a self-study. You know, that was the biggest deterrent for me.
That is a valid complaint. I have heard that a lot of people complaining about the self-study. There are some programs there where you do have teachers who educate you and you're not 100% self-study, but I'm pretty certain the art program is a lot of self-study.
Yeah.
So, that is a valid criticism of the college. I think more of my affinity for the college comes from just because I had a lot of conservative family members who were uneducated and talked shit about it just because they were more liberal leaning. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all didn't even go to college. What the fuck you talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like, what school would you have gone to if you even went to college?
Yeah.
God, what's the word? What was it?
BYU. Hot take. Oh, please don't come at me. I don't want to have to fight that group behind the Denny's.
They wouldn't come. They just come with Bibles, books
They'd knock
of Mormon.
on the door. They would come.
Yeah. They're like, can we pray for you tonight?
Geez.
Can we start this
We'll put
back
you on
alley
our-
fight with a prayer to Heavenly Father?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it's too real.
And then they pull out their bow staffs because they've got Heckin' Josu skills.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. What is this that you're drawing off to the side here?
This is like stomach and intestines that he's throwing.
That's right. That is a detail that I forgot. Didn't get to in that you wanted really badly about the sea cucumber.
This is exactly why I put the sea cucumber onto the list, is because the defense mechanism of the sea cucumber is that they can basically shit out their intestines as like just, hey, here's a distraction predator while I scurry away. Have a snack of my intestines while I regrow them.
That is
Yeah.
that is a thing.
That's a thing.
That's a thing. So the sea cucumber superhero would just like empty out its guts and throw it at you?
Yes. That is his
How
weapon
long-
of choice.
How long are we talking like Deadpool like regenerative skills of like how long it take him?
Sure, we can. Yeah, that can be.
Would we throw in some like poop jokes and like, oh shit, he ate at Taco Bell, watch out. This
You
is
know?
my Qdoba special.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, like when he gets really serious, he eats Chipotle.
Yeah. This is our
Oh,
gross
I love
boy.
it. I love it.
We got some comments. Chance curse thought of Mormon gang.
Oh, I mean, they kind of are. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm talking about here, clearly. I don't want people in the comments to come and be all like, you really shouldn't make fun of something, blah, blah, blah.
I'll fight him.
I had enough experience in the church myself, and why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Your one rule, Kenji.
I broke my one
You
rule.
broke your
I
one
didn't want
rule.
to talk about it because I know how they'll be and be all like, oh, we have to defend the church.
Don't
I was
worry.
raised in the church, if that's not clear to future viewers. And I'm spicy about it.
You know what? Your dirty hippie,
Yeah.
witchy girlfriend will fight them all with facts.
Yeah. All right. You
In the
know,
back of that Denny's.
he needs a good logo. Should just be like...
A big old turd? Yes.
No, I was going to go with more of like a stylized letter C or something. For like sea cucumber. Go with a homonym joke there too.
Sea cucumbers are Virgos.
Apparently.
Apparently, yes.
Okay.
I don't see any lists anywhere. Kind of. And it's very spontaneous with their
The sea.
throwing out their intestines and their stomachs.
Big old C on here. There we go. You know, I'm feeling that.
Hey Ken, I have
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
like to hear a funny joke?
I'd love to hear a funny joke.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
The R.
No, 'tis the sea.
I tried teaching that joke because I'm that funny uncle, and it took that kid years to understand. Granted, they were like 3 or 4 at the time when I told the joke initially, but it took a couple of years before it finally sunk in.
They didn't even know their letters yet.
I mean, fair.
They didn't even know their letters yet.
And they knew enough to be like, oh, it's R. Like, no, it'd be the C. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's not the letter C. Pirates say R. Like, no, because C sounds like the word, the C, the waves. Yeah.
Oh, Virgos rules the guts. Well, I got some words to say about my Virgo guts because they've been acting up. This is the cursed animal.
The cursed animal? What's our cursed animal?
The cursed animal that I hate the most that you have to put on every list because it's now a thing
Yay!
for how much I hate The shoebill horn stork.
The shoebill stork.
The shoebill stork, not horn. Why did I throw a horn in there? Why do I make
Because,
them more evil?
You know, maybe I could put a shoehorn in there just for funsies.
It's a shoehorn. As we're putting your shoes on.
Exactly.
It's for old people.
The
I use
cursed
them
Muppet.
too.
Oh.
No!
Yes! Yes! It
I
looks like a
hate
man!
I hate it. Oh, it's so Uncanny Valley. Oh, it's so Uncanny Valley. People think they're cute, and I hate them.
This one just heard a really funny joke.
I hate shoebill storks.
They do look like wrong Muppets. They really do.
They really hit that Uncanny Valley. They're huge. They're like about the size of people.
They're big.
They are terrifying. I hate them. But Ken loves to point out the fact that how much I hate them, and loves to bring up on stream, and I'm okay with it. He's not teasing me to be mean. I have given him the A-OK because I love to hate on the shoebill stork because they nasty. They real nasty. I think it just have to be some like forbidden Muppets superhero with just a really creepy, like, you know, that supervillain, like, where they, like, give you that weird, creepy smile and they think they're being intimidating, but they just look really stupid.
No?
Chance loves them. I'm sorry, Chance. I hate them so much. They're nasty. They're also, so, like, okay, so that picture, on the black stop side where you highlighted on your reference picture, okay, see, that was, like, the full-on glare.
Oh. This one.
That one. That's
yes.
the one I'm talking about. But then you put, like, teeth and smile on it.
Oh, yeah,
That's
like the slasher grin.
Yeah. That's the one I was trying to describe them. Jan says they're terrifying, and I love them. I mean, some people do like them because they're creepy, and that is valid. I hate them. There's... can you unclick that picture?
Yes, sorry. I'll go back to the I just heard a funny joke picture.
I hate them.
Look, it heard a really funny joke.
But they still, like, they have the forward-facing eyes, which is, like, the sign of a predator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, most of their Borbs are just adorable and fluffy, but they've got, like, the human body and, like, the human proportions, and, I hate them. They're also really terrible parents.
They are.
We watched them in a documentary once, and this is before... This is before my true hatred of the shoebill stork started, and I was like, oh, well, they're kind of cute, they're kind of weird, they're kind of hidden in the Uncanny Valley. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about them. And so they are an endangered bird. And the reason why they are is because they're assholes to their babies.
Yeah.
They will, if they lay like 2 or 3 eggs, they will still only raise one to full mature, like adulthood.
Like the others are just like an insurance plan.
Yeah, and so they'll starve them. They will abuse them. They will like literally like hit them, abuse them. Don't bother to kick them out of the nest. And so sometimes, like, the one that's living is, like, living on the corpse of their dead brothers and sisters, like, dead siblings. And it's just gnarly. Like, they'll, like, call out for help, like, please, please help. And they'll just, like, laugh at them. Like, they are horrible parents. And, while grooming the one, like, giving them all the extra praise and attention and love and extra food and... Yeah, it's nasty. Very rarely do more than one bird actually survive from a nesting. And that's why they're endangered, stupid dumb birds.
Because they've got really bad habits themselves for reproduction.
Yes, absolutely. Chance does make a really good point. I totally agree with you. They definitely show that birds are dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you can see a lot of the, like, from dinosaur fossils, like how they're very similar. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. They, I don't know much about like other things. I'm not going to put that in my Google search. I'm not going to look up facts about the
Fair.
shoebill horn store. Not the shoebill horn. I keep wanting to say shoebill horn. Shoebill stork. They are nasty, awful. Oh, that's a really good Spider-Man pose you got going there.
Kinda, yeah.
That's a spider guy, shoebill, stork, bird guy. Okay, shoebills are cursed humans. Yeah, they're nasty. If you've looked at pictures of them, they do look like because they've got the same they're about the same height as an adult human. And there's some where you'll see their caretaker standing right next to them, and they're like the same heights. And like kind of same proportions, and they're gnarly. They're so fucking gnarly. Ugh. They are cursed humans. We did one on stream for our modern day cryptids.
Yes, okay, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. So the concept behind that one, which I definitely want to redo, because that was fun, but I definitely want to change my approach. But the way we did it was because we were looking up about cryptids. Because before we started streaming, I didn't know much about cryptids. And then through people watching and people commenting, we learned a lot more. And definitely about Mothman's bootylicious booty.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that now.
That was so funny. It is so good. But, well, we found that the most common thing for cryptids is that they were usually animals outside of their normal area, or just animals that were seen in the dark, were people who were just really freaked out and scared. And so, like, they talked about the demon red eyes and the multiple heads. Yeah. Well, it was just animals that they just couldn't recognize because it was dark out.
Yeah.
Because the Mothman was actually like a stork.
A crane.
A crane, that's right. It was out of the area. It did have red plumage around the eyes, and with the glowing just from the reflectiveness, that because most birds' eyes usually are reflective. Well, not most birds, but a lot of birds, like they're kind of like cats.
Yeah.
And they've got the reflective eyes, and so seeing that in the middle of the night, where you have no idea what the heck you're really looking at, yeah, it's lot of confusion for sure. And so that was the whole origin of Mothman, was because cranes are also very large birds, so they just saw wings, something looked like man with red glowing eyes, and that started the whole thing about Mothman. And so we thought for a stream to do basically that, where I would poorly describe animals to Ken, and then he would try to be like a police officer artist, trying to describe what, like, I've just seen some horrible creature and I'm just trying to tell the police officer what I saw, and Ken's the artist who is trying to draw what I saw. And the shoebill horn, I keep saying shoebill horn, the shoebill stork, I was, as soon as, like, I was trying to be sneaky to Ken, because Ken didn't know anything on my list. I came up with an entire secrets list so that Ken wouldn't know. And the thing is like, if I describe it too well, Ken will know exactly what animal it is because we share the same exact brain. And all I said was, oh, fuck. And then that was all I said, and Ken knew exactly what animal it was. And was immediately drawing a Muppet. Before, like, even starting on the cryptid.
I drew Kermit the Frog just because I knew, like, Steph always said they look like evil Muppets.
They do. They absolutely do. And so, after that became, like, a joke of just making fun of how much I hate the shoebill storks. I hate them so much. But that cryptid you did was actually really creepy. You did a really good job with that one. I forget what we called it.
I don't remember.
Oh, that's one. I kind of want to rewatch that part now.
That'd be fun.
Of that stream, just to, because that was a really good one. Like, how you drew it was, like, legit creepy, and legit did look like what if you saw a shoebill stork in the middle of the night and you had no idea what it was, because they're very human shape and, like, height. I think it was just a creeper man, like, staring at you.
Yeah. Okay, I do. It's like something like Chinnigan or something. I don't know. Some sort of
forget.
chin.
Oh,
reference.
because the beak, I kind of
Yeah.
described it like a really long chin, like a really
Yeah.
big mouth.
Like just smiling at you.
Yeah, that one picture that I was like, turn it off. Just like showing like a really big mouth full of teeth so it can open up and devour you like in a
Yeah,
single bite
yeah.
because it does. Like just looking at the silhouette of it, it does look like a man just with a really big mouth. Ugh, I hate them. Ugh. But you're going more like the Spidey route with this.
Kind of like I was thinking more like a Daredevil kind of character, like a ninja-ish, wielding giant shoehorns to attack with.
That's what's in the hand.
That's what.
It's because I keep messing up the name. Is this kind of like going on to the levels of Pokemon where the developers for this comic like this would be like for the Hawkeye comic, and they're like we need to bring in more bird themed superheroes into this comic. I know the Shoebill Stork, and just like me saying over like, you know what, fuck it, man, I'm just gonna see if we get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh, the our cursed humans. Ugh, I hate them. Some people really love them.
Booties.
Like I had one friend made a post talking about how much they like them, but also in kind of that creepy way. And I had left a comment like, no, they're terrible and they're bad parents.
Oh God, they were so upset at you for
No,
that.
it was somebody else who came in, not the
that's
original
right.
poster. It was another friend who came in like, how dare you blame Mother Nature? Mother Nature is perfect in all ways, and she would never make something that wasn't. I'm just like, whoa, where the fuck are you getting up? I was like mostly just trying to be funny, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I really seriously don't like these birds, but I understand other people do. But like, she was pissed because I didn't like, because I called them out for being bad parents. I'm like,
Yeah.
now those bitches are fucking like, yes, human involvement. They're mostly extinct or on the endangered species list because of human involvement. I'm not going to dismiss that. I did pay attention to what Captain Planet was telling me, absolutely. But it's also just their breeding habits. It's kind of like pandas. Pandas just want to like eat bamboo all day long, and they don't want to like have babies.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. I feel that personally, but they are not. They're too lazy to actually like procreate.
Yes.
And shoebill horns they also don't procreate that often, and then they're also dicks, and will raise one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Chance saying shoehorns are the new crowbars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're made out of metal. They're like super, super awesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like the direction this is going in.
Water. Oh my gosh, I like all the feather motif.
Thank you.
Did you put in the big awful beak?
The croc beak for the shoe bill. Going very literal with the shoe bill on this one. Yes, I did.
That is just a straight up croc, and I like this. I hate
The shoe bill.
it's also just a shirtless man.
Sure. Let's go that route with it.
Like, it doesn't look like they're wearing a shirt at all.
I didn't really have much of an idea on like the top of it. I just mostly went for like the feathers and like.
I like
yes.
the shirtless man.
Yes, I'll add in like chest hair too, and there we go.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
they are just really all about like showing off their gains as well as fighting crime. Yes.
Ugh. You did save it by making a hairy man with a croc on his face. God. We got about like 10 minutes. You think we got time for one more?
You know, sure. Let's throw up another awful superhero into this mix.
This is a great way to end this. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, fantastic.
And we got blobfish.
A blobfish?
We got the blobfish.
The blobfish.
I know you love blobfish.
I love blobfish so much.
Blobfish is so sad.
Let's take a look.
It's a sad friends. People also ask, what is wrong with blobfish?
It just looks like a sad dude.
The blobfish doesn't have a swim bladder, so its stomach got to stay in its body, but that doesn't mean it's holding up well in the atmosphere. What the hell am I reading?
What? It just looks so sad. My
Okay.
home loan got disapproved.
Oh, I'm just trying to find
man.
the wiki, man. I don't want these memes.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god.
Okay. The blobfish. He just kind of is like, I
Oh.
don't know what I'm doing as a hero. I just kind of, this was a family thing, and like...
So, the Psychroleulidae, all commonly known as blobfishes, toadfishes, flathead sculptins, tadpole sculptins, fathead sculptins. They're bottom-dwelling marine sculptins shaped by tadpoles, with large heads and bodies that taper back into small, flat tails. The skin is loosely attached and movable, and the layer underneath is gelatinous. The
Awesome.
eyes are placed on side of the heads, focused closer to the tip of the snout. Members of the family generally have large, leaf-like pectoral fins and lack scales, although some species are covered with soft spines. And it's important. This is important to the species in the depths where they live are highly pressurized. I can read, and they are ambushed / opportunist / foraging predators that do not spend energy unless they are forced to.
They're ambush predators?
They're ambush predators.
Oh, I love knowing this about the blobfish now. Oh my god. That's amazing.
They do not expend energy unless they are forced to. The blobfish has a short, broad tongue and conical teeth that are slightly recurved and are arranged in bands and irregular rows. Canines are completely absent. Teeth are non-existent. Sorry, this is a different one. The blobfish also have a set of specialized pharyngeal teeth, which are also developed and paired evenly along the upper and lower portions of the pharyngeal arch.
I'm sorry, did you just say they're Ferengi?
Yes.
As in Star Trek?
Yes. Specialized teeth may aid in breakdown of food due to the very strategic dependency on whatever food falls from above. They are found in the Atlantic and Pacific. They've been reported near the Mexican Pacific coast, which extends the southern range. Also reported in Lake Ontario.
Interesting.
Let's see here. The intense biological pressure to conserve energy within deep sea fish seems to be across true among many species. Most of them are long-lived, have slow rate of reproduction, growth, and aging. In this case, blobfish can live roughly to 130 years old.
Damn.
Categorized as a predator of the deep sea, they have no real predatorial issues. They help aid in saving, a big help to aid in energy saving. Their name is derived from the Greek pseudorolito, meaning to have a cold bath. They tend to live in cold waters, although some range to warm to temperate seas. They exhibit complex nesting behaviors with egg guarding. Reproductively, the blobfish have been seen gathering in large numbers to lay pinkish eggs in a single surrounding nesting area. The number of eggs will laid in within one nest can be ranged from 9,000 to over 100,000. Another observation of the parental care of the blobfish is that eggs resembled being cleaned. It is believed that female blobfish hover around the nests, and they also clean them of any dirt or sand.
Huh, cool.
Yeah.
I like learning too.
That's what they say about the blobfish. They don't look sad underwater. That's just damage from coming up to the surface.
Oh.
I didn't know. You know what? I had heard that before, because the picture I looked at was very different. Let's see here. Well, I'm seeing. Yeah, they look more fish-like. They only look like that blob when they come out because they're used to the highly pressured.
Yeah.
And so without the pressure, they just bleh.
I mean, that makes sense.
Blobfish facts. They're older. They're likely older than you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I do remember that detail about that's what they look like when they come out of water. Thank you for reminding me of that, Chance. This is a really good Aquaman.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what if Jason Momoa...
You know, it's okay, Jason. You can have a Dorito.
It's okay. You can skip leg day, you know. It's okay to lounge on the couch for little bits.
Yeah, I'm sure those Nordic women will still sing you into the ocean.
Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful friend. I like the blobfish. Is this just a reimagining of Aquaman as
Pretty
blobfish?
much, yeah.
Or does blobfish have different powers?
Yes. Yes, he does. He's got the power to move you.
Oh. Wonder boy, blobfish. What is the secret of your power?
Steph, we're too good. We're gonna be demonetized.
Blobfish. Won't you take me far away to the underground sea? Chance says, blobfish is my gender, to be honest. I too become a blob when don't have constant pressure. Under pressure.
Dum 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 dum.
Falling down on me, pushing down on you.
I'm just gonna give him gold gloves.
That's what's for.
Why not?
Under pressure. We've reached the time where Stephanie starts singing everything. That's what this is for.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Baby bop dip, a bit up, a dead up.
Okay, you know what? I'm really feeling this, buddy.
This is really good.
This is a good buddy.
I love this new version of the blobfish.
Perfection.
Is the B for Bob or for Blob?
It is for Blob.
Oh, it could be Bob too. Bob the blobfish.
His secret identity is actually
Terry.
he is Bob Fiskman. But his superhero identity is Blob Fishman.
Blob Fishman.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Blob Fishman.
Mm-hmm. That's a terrible position that I put that word in. But, geez. I didn't mean to. Yay! I'm almost done with the stream and can finish all my terrible technical issues that I'm having tonight.
Ken, this has been an absolute delight. I was a little like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
But there's only one that I think you really regret. For those who are watching both live and after, which one was your favorite?
Yeah.
We love hearing your favorites. Which ones spoke the most to you? I'm trying to remember which one was my favorites.
You know, I just love superheroes in general. But my favorite, let's see, what was my favorite?
I know, I think it was like the second or third one you did.
Sun Bear was fun, but that was the first one.
That was a good one.
that was the sketch for the Sun Bear.
Sun Bear.
Second,
yeah,
our Bagworm. Bagworm was pretty magical.
Bagworm was good.
What was the third one?
Yeah, the Mole Cricket.
The Mole Cricket was good. He was a fun character. He's got a good backstory to him.
What were the other ones you did?
Oh, yeah. We're going to review.
Yeah, let's do
I wasn't ready for the post-stream review.
Oh, Termite was good. Real good.
He was fantastic, yes.
We got the sea cucumber.
Really? Did I miss one? Oh, the amoeba.
Yes, that we never talked about.
We never talked about the amoeba. Amoeba was also very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
And then what was?
Let's see, we did the
sea
cucumber, the
Oh my
Shuba
gosh.
stork,
And then coming
and
back.
we ended on Blobfish. You know, I know he was probably the fastest one I did tonight, but I really have a special place in my heart for Blobfishman.
I think Blobfish might be my favorite too. That's really good.
You know, and hey, if Marvel or DC Comics or any other comic book company is watching this, hire me. You know, Steph and I, hire us both, quite frankly. We are a fantastic comic creating team.
We come up with great ideas.
We do, as you can see. Yes.
We got a vote for Bagworm and Mole Crickets. Bagworm and Mole Crickets should have a romantic past together. Hell yeah.
I love it. Yes. We're, you know, when we finally start our Jam and Jabber comics, we'll make that happen.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. It's 10 o'clock now. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you so much.
Again, we're always open for suggestions, for ideas for streams. I definitely want to go back and do the Mash 'em Up again at some point, but that's too soon. Too soon.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's other ones where I've drawn. Those are I'd like to do one of those again soon. So if you got ideas for stuff for Ken to draw, for both of us to draw, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you so much for watching, and we really appreciate all your support. And
it has been a blast.
It's been so much fun. We will see you all next Saturday.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
You mean Blobfish?
Same
channel?
blob time, same blob channel.
There we
yes,
go.
absolutely.
Thank you all so much.
It's been a blast.